Good morning, dear students. Today I shall teach you second part of your seventh chapter, Glimpses of India. Kurg. Kurg is written by Lokesh Abrol. In this chapter, we'll take a glimpse of a very popular and beautiful place named Kurg. Kurg is a coffee country. Kurg is a coffee area and it is especially famous for its rainforests and spices. So let us start. Midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. Midway in the middle between Mysore city and the coastal town of Mangalore situates a piece of heaven, and it looks like this piece of heaven must have been carried from the kingdom of God. According to the writer, a piece of heaven had been drifted from the kingdom of God, and that piece of heaven is situates between Mysore city and the coastal area of Mangalore. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race or martial man, beautiful women and wild creatures. The sentence is in passive form. Let me simplify it. A proud race of martial men, beautiful women and wild creature inhabitate in this land of rolling hills. This place is full of rolling hills, and the people who live here are a proud race, or martial men, women and wild creatures. In this paragraph, the writer has told us that between Mysore and coastal area of Mangalore, a place named Kurg is situated. The writer considers it a piece of heaven and also says that this place has been carried by someone from the kingdom of God. The people who live here are a proud race. They are martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. So the inhabitants of this land are martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. Now the next paragraph. Kurg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka. In the first paragraph, I was talking about Kurg or Kodagu, which is the smallest district of Karnataka state, is home to evergreen rainforests, spices and coffee plantations. Kurg or Kodagu, which is the smallest district of Karnataka, is specially known for its rainforests, which are evergreen, and spices and coffee plantations. Evergreen rainforests, spices and coffee plantations are the main three things for which Kurg is famous. Evergreen rainforests cover 30% of this district, and the specialty of this district is 30% of the area is covered with evergreen rainforests. During the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. During the monsoon, it pours enough to keep the many visitors away means visitors less like to come here in the season of monsoon as it rains very heavily in the Kurg. The season of joy, the season of happiness starts from September. During monsoons, as it rains very heavily here, visitors don't come, as it is risky here to come. But the season of joy starts from September and continues till March. The season of joy is from September to March, because in this period the weather is perfect, the weather is wonderful, with some showers thrown in for good measure. It rains, but it rains in a very brief quantity, in a very brief measure. The showers thrown in, the showers inject in a good measure, in a good quantity, neither much nor less. During this time, the air breathes of invigorating coffee, the air breathes of strong coffee. You can feel the smell of strong coffee during this period. Coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies in prime corners. Coffee estates, coffee area, and colonial bungalows stand situates tucked, situates hidden under the tree canopies, under the roof like coverings formed by trees in main corners, in prime corners, in the best corners. The conclusion of this paragraph is Kurg is the smallest district of Karnataka, and the specialty of this district is its evergreen rainforest, spices, and coffee plantations. Almost 30% of Kurg district is covered with rainforests. During monsoon, it is impractical to visit Kurg as it rains very heavily during monsoons. But from September to March, it's time to rejoice, it's time to enjoy. Because during September till March, the weather is perfect. It rains in a very brief, in a very good quantity. The air breathes of strong coffee, and during this time, coffee area and colonial bungalows hide under tree canopies. Now, in the next paragraph, we'll discuss the fiercely independent people of Kurg are possibly of Greek and Arabic descent. Now, we'll talk about the people's descent, people's origin who are staying, who are inhabiting in Kurg. We are not sure, but possibly, probably, the fiercely independent people of Kurg are of either Greek descent or Arabic descent. Now, to support the theory of their Greek descent, one story goes. There is a story that these people of Kurg belong to Greek descent. According to this story, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. A part of Alexander's army, a battalion of Alexander's army moved south, came to south along the coastal area and settled here in the south because to return became impractical for them. These people married amongst the locals. These people, these soldiers got married amongst the local people of Kurg, and the culture of those soldiers is apparent, is clear in the martial traditions. Marriages and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. The culture of Kyrgyz is different from the Hindu mainstream, and it is apparent in their martial traditions, in their martial customs, in the marriages and religious traditions. Now let's talk about the theory of Arab origin. According to people, the theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodaus. The theory of their Arab origin is supported by the story by the coat worn by Kodaus, which is known as Kupia. It looks like the kufiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. This this coat looks like the kufiya, which is worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. That is why it is said that Kyrgyz are of Arab origin, Arab descent.